In 2016, it confirmed 1.49 million immigrants came to the United States according to migrationpolicy.org. This is the largest number by far of any country in the world, and there's a reason: the American dream. Due to America's innovative democratic system accompanied by capitalism, theoretically any given person has the ability to rise to the top of society from the bottom and achieve their goals and, well, dreams. But just what is the American dream? And how does it relate to freedom available in the US? The American dream is that being successful in one's own ideal is possible through hard work. This ideal success can be defined for each individual person, which represents freedom through the ability to choose your own goals and aspirations. The adventures of Huckleberry Finn portray the American dream throughout the novel, although not with the lovable character for which the book got its name. The American dream is better represented by the runaway slave that accompanies Huck on his travels down the Mississippi River, Jim. In a time where slavery still ran rampant in the South with no restrictions, Jim runs away from the old Miss Watson in search of a ride to freedom up north after reaching a port in the South that can take him there. He also seeks to free his wife and children after returning to St. Petersburg a free man. These are Jim's ideals, his goals, and his dreams. In this particular case, Jim does not have the freedom to choose the freedom he desires, but he does have the opportunity to work hard for it. In the book, Huck narrates, he was saying how the first thing he would do when he got to a free state, he would go to saving up money and never spend a single cent, and when he got enough, he would buy his wife. And then they would both work to buy the two children, and if their master wouldn't sell them, they'd get an abolitionist to go and steal them. Jim clearly desires the freedom with his family and not without, showing that for him it is an ideal success. Through plentiful effort, he can achieve what he wants for himself and his loved ones, completing his American dream. The Tipping Point by Malcolm Gladwell also speaks volumes as to how the American dream can be achieved, well, small ones anyway. One theme from Gladwell's book is that small changes can have big effects. In fact, the cover of the book itself even states how little things can make a big difference. In this case, the little things, or small changes, are the actions you take in your day-to-day life, and the big effect is achieving the American dream. In the novel, Gladwell comments on the fear experiments conducted by social psychologist Howard Leventhal. The experiment involved passing out booklets to Yale College students of varying intensity to convince or scare them into getting a tetanus shot. The first time Leventhal performed the experiment, the percent of people he scared into getting a tetanus shot was extremely low, only about 3%. Using Gladwell's principle, however, Leventhal redid the experiment. One small change was sufficient to tip the vaccination rate up to 28%. Though Leventhal made but one simple change, he increased the number of students who got shots by 9 times. The freedom to choose allows anyone to make the small change or changes required to be successful in their own ideals. The American dream is the big effect from the small changes we make in our lives. Langston Hughes once wrote a poem relating to the American dream called As I Grew Older. At a base level in the poem, he sees his dream clearly, until a thick wall rises up, closing him off from his dreams. He is distraught, so he takes his hand and punches the wall, breaking it and finding his dream once more. Although the word American is not present in the poem, it's easy to infer Hughes' meaning. In the poem, he states, "And then the wall rose slowly, slowly, between me and my dream, rose until it touched the sky." The wall in Hughes' poem represents the obstacles he faces during his journey towards achieving his dream. It rises until it touches the sky to show that these obstacles made it feel impossible to achieve. Then later in the poem he states, "My hands, my dark hands, break through the wall, find my dreams." Breaking through a wall, and a thick wall at that, is no easy feat. Hughes clearly had to work hard to reach his dreams, but when he did, he found his own success through 1,000 lights of sun. Freedom is an essential qualification for the American dream, hence why the phrase is given to America and not another country, because in the United States one is able to experience the social, political, and economic freedoms required to achieve the American dream. The UN Declaration of Human Rights spells out the freedoms needed to get there. In the list, 30 human rights are included to show what conditions would be ideal in freedom. 3 articles in particular stand out: Articles 3, 4, and 18. Article 3 states everyone has the right to life, liberty, and security of person. Article 4 states, no one shall be held in slavery or servitude. Slavery and the slave trade shall be prohibited in all their forms. And Article 18 states, everyone has the right to freedom of thought, conscience, and religion. This right includes freedom to change his religion or belief, and freedom, either alone or in a community, with others and in public or private, to manifest his religion or belief in teaching, practice, worship, and observance. These articles are essential for everyone in order to have basic freedom and opportunities. Without these 3 articles in particular, one wouldn't be free. Without that freedom, the American dream wouldn't be achievable, and therefore, freedom relates to the American dream because without freedom, the dream wouldn't. Some cases in other countries or in the past in the United States show that without freedom, the American dream is impossible. Harper Lee's novel To Kill a Mockingbird features a young black man by the name of Tom Robinson, who was unfairly accused and tried for the rape of Miss May Ella Ewell. The restrictions in his life, him being a black man that is, prevented him from getting a fair trial in the book. Even Atticus Finch's daughter, Scout, says during the trial while speaking on Tom's poor treatment in the courtroom, after all, he's just a Negro. This short but powerful statement shows the inequality of the time period and therefore Tom's restricted freedoms preventing him from his American dream. What is the American dream, and how does it relate to freedom? Freedom gives one the option to pursue the American dream. Without it, the dream would already be dead, as seen with To Kill a Mockingbird and the UN Declaration of Human Rights. As for the American dream itself, well, only you can determine what your dreams are. However tough they may be, like achieving freedom from slavery or breaking a wall with just your fist, through hard work it is possible to achieve them given your freedom that you already possess.
Do it! Just do it! Don't let your dreams be dreams.